Death of Michael Jackson revealed the malicious condition of the body. Bald and scarred. Michael Jackson death cops reveal bizarre state of his body on 10th anniversary of his death. Detectives who investigated the death of Michael Jackson have revealed details about the state of his body in the hours after his death. Speaking for a new documentary, police told of the scars and lack of hair on his body, but added, "This isn't a man who should have died." Jackson died at his California home after being administered prescription drugs. Killing Michael Jackson, which was released in the UK on Saturday, looks at Jacko's death and the events surrounding it. The star died of intoxication from prescription drugs at his home in 2009. His personal physician, Conrad Murray, was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter for having administered anesthetic drugs without being qualified to do so. Detective Scott Smith, a detective at the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, told the film, "The thing that was odd that I found myself periodically looking at was his head, his scalp. Because whenever he was out in public he was wearing a wig. Looking at his scalp, the top of his head had been severely scarred. Hardly any hair at all on the sides. To what he had looked like in public with the flowing hair, that was a bit different." Jackson suffered second-degree burns in 1984 after his hair caught while filming an advert for Pepsi, with whom he and his brothers had signed a record-breaking £4 million contract. He suffered hair loss as a result, and later became addicted to prescription painkillers after undergoing reconstructive surgery on his scalp. "I'm not defending his use of prescription medicine by any means. But when you experience something like that, it kind of opens up the door for painkillers and whatever else that may lead to." Murray, who said he had been trying to wean Jackson off the drugs at the time of his death, served 2 years of a 4-year sentence. He admitted to administering propofol to treat Jackson's insomnia, despite propofol not being approved for use as a sleep aid. Describing Jackson's autopsy, Detective Dan Myers, also of the LAPD, said, "Blood is drawn and then that blood is sent to a toxicology unit. So the initial autopsy didn't show much. Nothing much that you would be shocked a 50-year-old body would have. He was relatively healthy. This isn't a man who should have died." The detectives also described the strange items found in Jackson's bedroom, which included a child's doll, needles, a notice board with young children on, and a number of bizarre post-it notes. Jackson was well known for spending time alone with children as an adult, and accusations of molestation and sustained sexual abuse first surfaced against him in the early 1990s. Jackson was eventually charged with numerous counts related to child molestation, but a 2005 trial delivered a not guilty verdict.